Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I share stories and reflections that help us slow down, breathe, and reconnect with what really matters. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a little reminder to pause and reflect today. Now, today's story is called The Things We Don't Say. It's about silence, forgiveness, and what happens when we finally find the courage to speak our truth. So take a deep breath, settle in, and let's begin. The city is barely awake. Light leaks through thin curtains and paints the kitchen gold. Ava stands at the counter, fingers wrapped around a mug she isn't drinking. The clock ticks, steady and patient. It's been 3 years since she last spoke to her sister, Emma. One argument, one slammed door, and both of them too proud to be the first to reach out. She tells herself she's fine, but quiet mornings always tell the truth. Then, one ordinary Tuesday morning, Ava's phone rings. Her mother's voice trembles on the other end. Her mother's voice is thin, like paper tearing. Words blur together: hospital, accident, hurry, until only silence fills the room, her mother's voice breaking with emotions she doesn't want to believe. That's the moment her world slows down. Ava grabs her keys, leaves the mug on the counter, coffee still steaming. Outside, rain streaked across the windshield in frantic patterns, sirens wailing somewhere in the distance, their echoes bending through the storm. Inside her chest, a storm of its own, a tight, breathless ache that pulsed with every beat, every thought she wished she could take back, a single thought: I should have called. As she drives without a plan, without music, only the echo of what-ifs in her head. The highway stretched endlessly ahead, slick with rain, the wipers keeping time like a heartbeat. Ava drove through memories instead of miles, the sisters singing off-key in the car, windows down, laughter spilling out into the wind. They'd once dreamed out loud, making promises that felt unbreakable. But now, each passing mile felt heavier than time itself. She didn't turn on the radio, she couldn't bear to. The only sound she could stand was the quiet hum of her own regret. By the time she reached her hometown, the rain had slowed to a mist. Nothing had really changed: the same cracked sidewalks, the same old diner sign flickering against the gray sky, the same sleepy streets she once couldn't wait to leave behind. Inside the family home, the air felt dense with memories, not loud, not sharp, but lingering, like unspoken words waiting to be heard. Framed photographs lined the hallway, two smiling girls frozen in simpler days, when love was easy and laughter didn't echo with what-ifs. That night, Ava lay in her childhood room beneath the faint glow of plastic stars still clinging to the ceiling. The light was dim, but enough to remember. She traced constellations they'd once named together, and in the soft stillness, the laughter returned, distant, ghost-like, but real enough to break her. She cried quietly, realizing how long she'd been holding it all in, how long she'd mistaken silence for strength. Ava smiles through her tears. The stars haven't fallen. Neither has the love, even after everything. If you're still here listening, thank you. And if this story is resonating with you, don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below. I'd love to know what unspoken thing still lives in your heart. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more stories like this one. The next morning, Ava drove through the old neighborhood. Everything looked unchanged, but she wasn't the same person who'd left. Her mother met her at the door, eyes tired but soft. They hugged, stiff at first, then real, the kind of embrace that said everything words couldn't. Inside, the air feels still yet alive, warm and familiar, filled with the quiet hum of her sister's presence. A faint scent of jasmine lingers, blending with the smell of old books and coffee gone cold. The space feels paused in time, as if Emma might walk back through the door at any moment. A guitar rests against the wall, a few open books lie face down on the couch, and a half-empty mug sits on the desk beside a stack of handwritten notes. Every corner tells a story, the story of a life that once filled the room with music, laughter, and warmth. Then Ava notices something. Emma's phone sits on the table, its screen cracked, the battery nearly drained. A small list of voice memos glows faintly on the display. For a moment, she hesitates, her breath catching in her throat. Her hand trembles as she picks it up, thumb hovering above the play button. Then curiosity, mixed with fear and longing, pushes her to press it. Emma's voice fills the room, soft and familiar, like a memory Ava didn't realize she still remembered. Hey! I passed our coffee shop today. They still have your misspelled chalkboard name. I laughed. I miss you. Ava presses play again. Another recording begins. Mom says you're doing great. I'm proud of you, even if I never say it. Her chest tightens. The words feel both distant and close, echoes of love that never found their way past pride. She sits on the floor, back against the couch, the phone clutched to her chest as more messages play, small fragments of life, laughter, and unfinished thoughts. Each one peels back another layer of the distance she built to protect herself. Each one reminds her that silence does not heal, it only hardens the space between what could have been said and what is already gone. By the end, tears stream down her face. The apartment feels heavier now, filled with the weight of every unspoken word. But beneath the ache, something shifts, a fragile understanding that love does not disappear in silence. It waits, quietly, for the courage to be heard. After Ava left Emma's apartment, she drove to the hospital. The halls were quiet, the air thick with antiseptic, the steady rhythm of machines filling the silence like a heartbeat. When she entered the room, Emma looked small beneath the white sheets. Ava stood at her bedside, fingers trembling as she took her sister's hand. For a moment, she just breathed, unsure how to start. Then she began talking softly, about the weather, their old neighbor, the cat that still refused to leave the porch. The words stumbled out, fragile but honest. Finally, she whispered, "I'm sorry. I miss you." The sound seemed to linger, like the room itself was listening. Then the memories came, flashes of childhood laughter, snow days, whispered secrets, late-night snacks, and that last night before she left when Emma had said, "Don't forget where you come from." They replayed in her mind like old film, faded, imperfect, but bright enough to remind her that love never disappears. It only waits for the courage to be spoken again. Ava went back to Emma's apartment and noticed a small notebook sitting on the windowsill. She opened it and found Emma's handwriting. "I think I'm ready to talk to Ava. Maybe she'll hang up, maybe she won't. But I can't keep pretending I don't care." Ava pressed the notebook to her chest, tears coming easily now, a mixture of grief and gratitude for the fact that Emma had never stopped trying. In the days that followed, she began to understand that forgiveness is not a single act but a practice, something chosen over and over again until it brings peace. She moved back home for a while, helping her mother repaint the kitchen. Each brushstroke seemed to wash a little of the heaviness away. She spent time at the local community center where Emma once played music for the children, letting their laughter fill the quiet spaces she had been avoiding. She began to write again in a small notebook, sitting in the soft morning light that had once felt too quiet to face. Each day, she learned that forgiveness is not one moment but a daily choice to soften, to open her heart, and to let love in again. If you've stayed with me this far, thank you. If Ava's story is touching something inside you, pause for a second, click that like button, leave a comment, or share this video with someone who might need it. And if you're new here, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next story. Months later, Ava sits by a lake, sunlight rippling across the surface like soft gold. She opens a notebook and begins to write, not to anyone else, but to herself. She pours out her thoughts about childhood, anger, guilt, and love, about how silence almost became her language. At the end, she writes, "I forgive us both." Carefully, she folds the pages, ties them with a small ribbon, and tucks them beneath a flat stone. The wind moves across the lake as if carrying her words away, and for the first time in years, she feels light. If you've ever held back words you wish you'd said, you know what Ava felt that day. Sometimes we think silence keeps us safe, but all it really does is steal time. We wait for the right moment, and while we wait, moments disappear. A year later, Ava returns to the city. Same streets, same apartment, but something inside her has shifted. She laughs more easily now, calls old friends back, and posts again, this time without filters or perfection. One post simply reads, "Say it before it's too late." You don't get another yesterday. It reaches thousands, but she doesn't care about the numbers. What matters is that maybe one person will call someone they miss. People respond to her post with their own stories of reconnection, and the circle widens. Spring passes to summer. The flowers she planted bloom bright yellow. She learns to cook Emma's favorite recipe and laughs when it tastes slightly wrong. Every ordinary act becomes a small memorial. This is proof that love still grows in everyday moments. Ava no longer hides behind busyness, she smiles at strangers, keeps her promises, and embraces life with an open heart. Looking back, Ava realizes something powerful: strength isn't silence. It's the courage to speak, to say I love you, I'm sorry, I miss you. Because the things we don't say echo the loudest when it's too late. So if there's someone you've been meaning to talk to, don't wait for the right time. Create it. Pick up the phone. Write the message. Say the words you've been holding in. Thank you for watching and spending this time with me. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to the channel. It helps more people find these stories, and maybe it'll remind someone else that it's never too late to say what really matters. Until next time, take care of your heart. And speak your truth while you still can.